Okay, so the last little trick and the last really kind of fundamental skill I want to show y'all in this fundamentals sequence here is this, all right? The importance of the offhand, the non-needling hand, all right? I forget, I think it's in Ling Shu. The whatever sage, Chi Bo, I think, is talking about how the real master acupuncturist can be known by the skill of the left hand, not the skill of the right hand. So just to point out, so a way that you can manipulate the needle is by manipulating the tissue that the needle is in. So one of the ways that I can assist with my left hand, for example, if I want to do what we wanted to do in that earlier video and change the angle of the needle, right? I can press down on the tissue here and turn the needle toward myself and change it that way, okay? And just the same, I can move it like so, move it like so, etc. With these, you know, this is how I learned as a kid, was by playing, all right? So obviously I wasn't allowed to play with sharp objects at too early an age, but I mean, I'd like y'all to try and keep an attitude of play with this, okay? This is gonna be, this needle is gonna be your best friend over the years, and you wanna develop a good relationship with it, all right? So just practice moving it around in the skin like so, or in the, you know, the skin as the case may be, and just keep this in mind when you're working on a patient, okay? And when we practice on each other in class, keep this tool very much in mind. All right, so another way that you can manipulate the soft tissue here in the service of your technique is by tightening and stretching the skin. So this is important because on certain areas, like areas with a lot of adipose tissue, like the abdomen or like the glutes, the gluteal area, or the thighs, places like that, you'll find that there's too much give in the tissue and the needle will bend on insertion, which of course will cause pain and will lose you precision. Yeah, see, I've bent this needle, so I'm going to switch to a different one. Yeah, so in order to solve this problem, I'm going to take my two fingers here, I'm going to stretch the tissue like so, or some people like to do like this, but I find it more comfortable to do like this. It doesn't matter which, whatever is comfortable for you, and that'll stretch the tissue and get you where you need to go, okay? Yeah, so that's another thing you can do with the offhand. Let's see, what else can you do with it? Oh yeah, sometimes you're going to want to do the opposite. So on points I find like Yetie, like lung 7 here, or points like Yin Tang here, you're going to want to, because you don't have, these are places where you don't have a lot of padding, right? So you're going to want to, in that case, pinch up the tissue like so, and then you can slide in like so, and you can even sort of feed the tissue up onto the needle, all right? So once again, I'm going to pinch it. Can you see this okay? Let's see. Yeah, I think that's as good as I'm going to get. All right, so you can pinch up the tissue like so. Where is it? Yeah, pinch up the tissue like so, and slide in like so. And you can even, as I said, you can feed that over just a little bit. Sometimes I'll do that at Taiyuan, at lung 9, which is, that's the most heavy metal point name. It means supreme abyss. Very metal. Okay, so that's another thing you can do with the offhand in terms of manipulating the skin. Yeah, I think that about covers it for now. All right.